In this lesson, we're going to look at how to divide mixed numbers. So I suppose the main thing is that you understand how to divide fractions that are not mixed numbers. Now, just a wee quick intro up here. If you've got 4 and you're trying to find how many halves go into 4, like this. Now we should know that 2 halves make up a whole. So how many halves go into 4? Well, there's 8. 8 halves. If you put 8 halves together, you're going to get 4 wholes. An easier way to look at that is if you do 4 times 2 over 1. So in essence what you're doing there is you're flipping the second fraction over to get that answer. Okay, well let's go back down to this example here. So we've got 2 and a third divided by 3 and 1/9. So as before, what we want to do is firstly change these into mixed numbers. So you want to do 3 times 2 is 6, add 1 and you get 7 over 3. I'm going to keep my divide sign at the moment, and I'm going to do 3 times 9 is 27, add the 1 is 28. Now using this idea, you flip the second fraction then multiply. So watch what happens. I just leave the first one alone, times, flip that round to get 9 over 28. Now it just becomes a multiplication as normal. Look for pairs diagonally that are in the same times table. You can see that 7 and 28 are both in the 7 times table, so divide them by 7 and then you get 4 and 1. And if you look at the 9 and the 3, they're both in the 3 times table. So do that, divide them by 3, that will give you 3, and that will give you 1. Okay, so if I just multiply the numbers now, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 4 is 4, so the answer is 3/4. Okay, last example here. 3 and 3/5 divided by 2 and 2/15. Same idea, multiply these two numbers and add on the 3. So 5 times 3 is 15, add the 3, you get 18/5, divided by 2/15, or 2/15, sorry, or 30, add the 2, 32 over 15. Now leave the first fraction alone, change it to times and flip this one about. Put the 15 in the top, 32 in the bottom. Okay, to finish off, what you want to do is you want to look for diagonal pairs in the same times table. Now I know these numbers both divide by 2, so I'm going to do that now. So 18 divided by 2 is 9, and 32 divided by 2 is 16. I then look at the 5, I'll just change that. Look at the 5 and the 15, and I know those two are both in the 5 times table, so I'm going to divide them by 5, that becomes a 1, and that becomes a 3. Okay, I then multiply my numbers, my small ones. So 3 times 9, or 9 times 3 is 27, and 1 times 16 is 16. To finish off, change it to a mixed number. How many 16s are in 27? Well, 1 with a remainder of 11 16ths.